So today we're going to talk about the Surface Duo 2. This is like just a week thoughts, video. I've been using this device as my sole device for a week. And this is just going to go on about what I think of the device, what it is, what it's good at, what I don't like, and that sort of stuff. And just my overall opinion on the Surface Duo 2. Now, just to run through some quick features of this device. There is the camera bump, which is quite thick, I guess you would say. It is pronounced, but it's like becoming a standard on most smartphones now, so yeah. So this device is a dual screen device. So it's not your typical Samsung foldable phone. It actually has two screens and is divided by this gap in the middle of the device. The hinge it's phenomenal. Like, I don't know how they did it, but this hinge, it's not tense to open. It's just amazing. And so this hinge, like, you need the same amount of pressure, like totally right round, to move it into any position that you feel like you would want. I've been using this for a week now, and so far I haven't heard any grinding. I do work in a little bit of a construction zone, so there I am around dust and dirt and sawdust and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I haven't had any grinding. I don't think anything's actually able to get into the hinge. It's just an amazing piece of machinery. Microsoft has been making great hinges for a while now. So this device is quite light. It's very slippery, because it's got glass, and then inside, of course, is glass. You do find that it can slip. So I will be I'll be getting a D-brand skin, putting that on, and then putting the Microsoft official bumpers around as well, just in case. I do feel like I may drop this phone more than I have other phones. And I think it's also because of the width of this phone as well. It's very wide. The screens are beautiful though. The glass, of course, is a fingerprint magnet. So I do find myself wiping it a lot. I don't have any screen protectors on it. I don't think it needs it because when I'm not using it, it's always closed anyway. And then we've got the USB-C port down the bottom. We have the SIM card slot. And we also have volume rocker up and down, and then the power button, which also has a fingerprint scanner on it. I haven't had any problems with this fingerprint scanner. It's quite quick. It does what I want it to do. I've only got two fingerprints set up because I only seem to use my thumb and my pointer. Yeah, so that's pretty much the look and feel and what the package is. So I am loving this phone so far. It's really been an experience, I should say. This phone, because it's not a conventional candy bar phone, there is like a huge learning curve to it. So I came from the old Samsung Note 9. I had a Samsung Note 7 before that, had to return that because of the explodey bomb thing. Explodey battery thing. And yeah, then I went to the Note 9. Been really happy, loved that phone. It was just amazing. I think it's 4 years or 5 years old now. That phone just started getting really slow and sluggish. I had the green screen problem. Just randomly, my whole screen would just go green and you couldn't see anything. I was able to bring it back, I think 3 times, and then pretty much the battery just completely died. So if I needed to use it when I was out and about, couldn't, because I just needed it to be plugged in constantly to actually use it. Yeah, so it was time for an upgrade. So I took the leap, got a Surface Duo 2, and yeah, the learning curve. So with my Note 9, I only used the buttons. I had the back button, the square button, which was your home screen button, and then the 3 lines at the bottom, which was then your task manager or task view, as people say. So I never used gestures before, so just getting used to and learning the gestures. I think around about after a week, I'm pretty fluent with using this device now. It's interesting to see when I've been out and about, when people look at my phone, even family members, they open my phone and they just don't know where to begin or where to start or, what to do. And then they just end up closing it, which is fair enough. Like, they don't want to break it. I don't know. But yeah, so it's been interesting when I've been out and about. People, look at it and go, oh, is that the new Samsung foldable? I'm like, no, it's not. So it's, I haven't to this day seen another Duo 2 out in the wild. If you guys have, if you're a Duo user, Duo 1 or Duo 2, and you've actually seen some out in the wild, let me know in the comments, because I don't live in a, small town. It's quite large. But yeah, I've never seen one out in the wild as per se. So it'll be interesting to see how many people have and how many people haven't. I know we are the select few, so so getting back to the learning curve, when you first open it up, You know, you swipe up to get to your app drawer. Swiping down, you get your notifications. Swiping down again, you get your quick settings. So that's quite, normal for all Android phones. The thing that threw me off quite a bit was we'll just go into an app. Let's go into Twitter. So what threw me off quite a bit was when you were here, I'm just like, oh, how do I go home? Because, you always press the home button. But yeah, you can either, press back. Or instead of pressing back, you can swipe up and it closes the app. Swiping up and then holding brings up your task view, which was kind of interesting to get used to from previous. It did take a while to pinpoint exactly where to swipe up from, where to swipe down from. It was a learning curve, and I can see why some people thought that it wasn't working because they just weren't swiping it in the right place. So that's the big learning curve for me. And now after a week, I'm quite fluent. I do everything on this mobile. There hasn't really been any issues. So problems and issues. I don't think I've really run into any bugs or issues at all during the first week of use. The only thing I did say in my previous video for the unboxing was setup was a little bit janky for me. It kind of set up the device twice. I'm not really sure if I did something wrong or if I skipped a step that I shouldn't have when I was setting up, but it was a little bit janky. But then it loaded into the screen, and then I could finish updating. I think I had another 2, so I had 3 in total updates from turning on the device when I first got it. So that wasn't too bad. I think it lasted around about half an hour, the whole setup process, and then I was able to use it. One thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's a bug or if it just hasn't been implemented properly, but in my old Samsung, whenever I got a message in Messenger, like Facebook Messenger, it would pop up with a little bubble on the screen, and then you could click that, open up the messenger, and then type away and respond and do what you normally do. So I ended up turning the bubble feature on in Messenger, and I ended up turning it off within like an hour because it's like the app wasn't syncing. I'll see if I can put some footage of it on the screen. But yeah, it's like the app wasn't syncing properly to like Messenger. Every time I opened the bubble, like Messenger still said I had a notification of a message, but I already read it. And then, sometimes like even the bubble screen was different to then opening normal Messenger. So it was just like a little bit inconsistent and just a bit janky. So I turned it off. Since then, I haven't really missed it anyway. I don't really like, as you can tell, a lot on my screen. I'm kind of the same with my PCs and laptops. I really like a nice clean screen, less clutter and junk to get me sidetracked. So yeah, with the little bubble, I haven't really missed it. Like, the Messenger's on my home screen anyway. So yeah, that was just kind of like a little observation that I've noticed. Okay, so the second issue I found was when I'm watching YouTube, or like when I'm watching YouTube while doing the dishes or cooking or something. I normally sit the phone down like this on the bench while I watch YouTube videos, while I wash the dishes, while I cook dinner. And sometimes, I have to go away and grab something from, say, one of the rooms, or I'm putting the laundry on at the same time. So sometimes I walk out of the room. So I pause it like that, and then I start walking off, and then randomly it just starts playing again. And I'm just like, and so, I'm out of the room, I can't hear it. And then I come back, and then, the video that I was watching is over. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure what happens. Obviously it didn't happen right then. It's just a little bit of a weird bug. So, and that's all I've noticed so far during this week of issues and problems. So I went to a concert and disaster struck. So I was sitting in my chair at the concert, and then, the band finished playing, and you clap as you do. And I had the phone sitting on my lap. So it was, just sitting there, and then, I started clapping, and then all of a sudden it just went zoom and fell straight down onto the floor. So it only fell from lap height. So sitting in a normal chair, fell onto the floor. The floor was carpeted, mind you. And so I frantically ran to the bathroom to see in actual light if anything happened. And it does, like I've checked all the edges and whatever. Nothing seems to be out of place. So yeah, thank goodness, but I need to get that bumper and debrand skin on ASAP. Because my heart literally skipped several beats before I found out that the phone was okay. So that was awesome. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts on the Surface Duo 2. Let me know how your experience has gone. I know I'm a late adapter, but I only really buy phones when I need them. Before I had the Note 9, I of course had the Note 7, I had to return that, so that's why I got the Note 9. But before that, I had the Lumia 950 XL. Loved that phone. I had that phone for, I think it was around about 3 years or something before I had to upgrade. And before that, you know, I only buy phones probably every 3 to 4 years-ish. And I think that's pretty much, you know, the standard customer. I personally don't know anyone that buys a phone every year, buys the new iteration and whatever. There's just no point. They're pretty much the same phone. Anyway, that was my little rant. Yeah, so that's my take on the Surface Duo 2 at the moment. I'm really liking it. The learning curve is real though. So if you're not interested in doing something different, learning something new, if you like your candy bar phones, go right ahead, still get your candy bar phones. Yeah, but yeah, I love it so far. Hey guys, so thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos just like this one, and have a fantastic day.